Welcome to the Wisdom Years. I'm Wayne Morrison. For those of you who have seen this channel in the past, I've been gone for about a year. Some things I had to work through and I got through them fine. And here we are. And I'd just like to continue where I left off. And I might not post as many videos as I did in the past, but I'll see where this goes. Today I'd like to talk about energy. Scientifically, we know it's been measured in various forms. And much of the energy that's measured is never seen, like electricity or the wind. And the same can be said for our minds. Science is now studying the mind to a level where they are able to determine actual waves of energy. They're able to measure them. And I wanted to talk about that energy. As we go through life, as we go through a day, as we go through a night, we are constantly transmitting thoughts. And as we transmit thoughts, that becomes an energy. And that energy can take us down various roads. It can make us happy, it can make us angry, it can make us annoyed, anxiety-ridden. But what I've come to discover, at least for myself, is that the energy that I develop within my mind can go two ways, basically. It can either project out or it can project in. Or maybe three ways. It could do both. It could go in and out. But when I have fear or anxiety or resentments, judgments, anything I really don't want to have, I've noticed as I've studied myself that my energy seems to be self-directed. It seems to move more into my mind, into my which eventually takes over my body as well, because I can feel it in different ways. The stress, maybe I'll be more prone to being sick. And then there is the energy that moves outward. And what I like to do when I feel overwhelmed, when I feel confused or angry, or feel like I'm dwelling on my worries, my own self too much, I like to take that energy and transmit it out. And by that, I don't mean make it stronger by transmitting it out. By that, I mean giving it up to a higher power. And when I do that, I've discovered my life goes much better. It's when I start to focus inward, my problems. The world is full of problems and I have so many of them. When I do focus inward, I can become depressed, little anxiety-ridden. And if I continue to allow that to happen, it can grow, not just hourly, but daily and over time. And that can overtake me and make me think that I'm not what I know I am. What I know I am is a creation of the great Creator. I am a creation of God, as we all are. To the level we can accept that we are a creation of God and that God wants us to be happy, then that can free us to realize that no matter what is happening in this life, in this world, there is a master plan. But what I realize in this life is my energy, is my prayer. I can pray inwardly or I can pray outwardly. I can send that energy out to people, out to friends, family, the world. And in times of worry, stress, whether it's economic, war, or just day-to-day life, I think it really benefits us to hang on to the energy that comes from God, that we don't hang on to the energy that comes from that little voice of ourselves. You can call it the ego, or you can call it anything else you want. But it's that voice that says, we're not good enough, we're not strong enough, we're not well enough. But in fact, we're all of the things that God wants us to be. And we will awaken to that reality. It's just a question of when. There is no greater reality than to admit that we are part of God and part of that power, part of that energy. Thank you very much. Bye.